Ah, my head. Oh, you're awake. I didn't actually think you'd be awake for another few hours yet. Yeah, that's the thing with me. You think I'd be out for longer, but really I won't. Wait, why am I in the old pizzeria? What in the world ended up happening? Let's just say that Foxy ended up finding you, like, in a very bad state, and you ended up passing out right in front of us. I bet it could be the bandages? Your rib, basically. All I can remember much of is basically being chased around, basically. And that's just about it. The rest of it was just all blurry when I went down. Then you'd be lucky we found you, laddie. Otherwise, you would have been there for ages and possibly dead by morning. Okay, I did not like the sound of that. You were obviously not going to be dead by morning. Obviously, you would have been unconscious for God knows how long, basically. Besides, you're only here for one reason. We'd rather you didn't get left lying around in a particular spot where it's not safe for little foxes like yourself. I'm not that little, I'm afraid. You do know that, like, I have been through worse. Like, if I was little, I'd look a lot smaller. Oh, that's the thing, laddie. You do. Ugh. Should have seen that coming. Anyway, besides from that, how long ago did you end up eating something? Hey, excuse me? Well, that's a good question. Last thing I ended up eating was, well, before I joined Minder and Funtime Foxy in a chat room for a Conversations and Disasters run, but what ended up happening was I ended up getting nabbed and I couldn't really do much about it till then. And then I ended up passing out, like, after I made a complete run for it. Then I can tell you've barely eaten, then. Chica, tell me that pizza's ready. Almost ready, Freddy. Freddy. That rhymes. Yes, very funny, laddie. Oh, it's true, it rhymes! Anyway, aside from all of that, believingly, you ran into problems with Glitch Trap and individuals such as that, yes? Yes, he was one of the guys that were there, but there was a whole different reason for it. Okay, pizza's ready. Alright, young one. I can tell you've definitely not been eating. Come on. Yeah, try a slice. Oh, no, it's fine. So? Okay, that's pretty good, but please don't shove it down my gob next time. Listen, do eat it up, though, because, like I said, you've not eaten in hours. Anyway, Chica, stop tormenting the lad. He'll eat it at his free will. But the big question is, Captain, is who in the world was he even running from? Well, that is a good question, Foxy. If that's something that Ryan's willing to explain. Well, listen, kiddo. You don't need to worry about that much. You just need to explain to us what happened. That's all it has to be. I can gather you're scared of this, but we need to know. Alright, I'll explain how it happened. It all started all the way back, way before Christmas. I can't remember whereabout though. All I know is that it was way before Christmas at the time.
Have they ended up melting down on the ancient uranium yet? Oh, don't worry, they have. Soon enough, your ancient machine will be ready for your conquestation. And funny enough, at Christmas being the better time. That little white blue rat Ryan is still here! What use is he supposed to serve right here? All he will do is stick his filthy little muzzle into our plan, which does not concern him. May I suggest that we deal with him? there's a whole other phase going on in the next room. Your machine's completion. Yes! Yes! You're beginning the whole process of the uranium master.
You're planning on letting me loose? But what in the world did you end up doing? Now what's to happen?
And now, you are going to watch your little plan and all of your little friends fall and bow down to a new master. Judging by your weakened state, you seem to already have that face down.
I have no idea what that's supposed to mean. Once the others do have their chances, you do know that he's going to fall himself, right?
I would suggest saving your strength, because guess what? Our master's going to be needing that for his own little intention. So don't waste your breath and strength any more times, and just sit there like a good little dog and wait for our master to get back. And then say goodbye to your little friends.
How in the world am I gonna stop this? Then the last thing I remember, it was all just a blur, and then, well, I ended up waking up and I was like in the room where Anard and the others were having their Christmas party, with like no idea what ended up happening, and that's just about it. Interesting. So, uranium armor. That does sound interesting, but what was his intention? I don't know, that's the thing. It just worries me up to this point. Well, if we have him here, Captain, and if we combine our strength, maybe we could bring him back and then we could come at this guy with full force. It wouldn't be smart to do so, Foxy. Besides, I don't want to risk the demon listening in. But how could he literally locate us? That's the thing. You picked a perfect location to take cover. I don't think that's what he's getting at, Chica. Basically, as long as we've got Ryan, they could be searching around, noticing that he could be missing from the zone. The concern is that somebody comes in without permission and stuff like that. Captain, what in the world is Bonnie supposed to be holding? Bonnie, put that thing away. That thing no. It's not what I'm thinking it is it? What do you mean, Freddy? No, that's the thing. Freddy's right. That's a inhibitor chip. Normally that leads to
Us locating your position? Yes. Unlike Springtrap and Bonnet, me and Clawstreak were a little more smarter to come searching this pizzeria. Whenever you hire a rabbit, you don't get a better result unless it's a fox that's doing it for you. Now, Mr. Fazbear, I'm gonna make it more simple for you. Hand over the white and blue fox, and this won't have to get violent.
Captain, they'd be after the young'un. This can't be right. I can tell. In what exchange are you hoping to get at if he was handed to you?
Nothing personal. Just needing to retrieve the bounty, and, not to mention, you could be dragged out of this, which means you won't have to be brought into the conflict that the little white and blue nuisance has brought you into. Unless you wish to be brought into it, that is.
Listen, your deal is off. You are not taking him. I understand what you're both trying to achieve, and it is not going to end up happening. So if you want him, you're going to be going through all of us first.
Very well then. I was hoping I could use this blade again after so long. It felt like ages. Ravenmare, I distract them. You get your hand on the kid.
Goodness, you're old for a machine. And I thought you were a new improved model. Was that what you were rendered as? Because that's what I presume. Foxy's old cutlass is newer than you.
You're one to talk about old age. Have you not seen how old you are? And funny enough, you've been around a lot longer than I have. So technically, I am still at a young age.
Alright, youngling, you stay there. We'll go help the captain. Come on, let's show this guy what we used to do back in the day at the seas.
Typical. You bring your little crew into this. Fine by me.
Alright, I just need to take the chance to leg it.
Oh no, this isn't gonna end well, is it? Can we do this without it getting all grabby, silency?
No, not gonna happen. Yeah, you're not so tough. It's only 4 on 1. Come on then, do it. Show how easily distracted you really are.
Easily distracted? What's that supposed to be? Guys, a little help! Wave admitter, drop the kid! Now!
Won't be happening, Fazbear. This kid has been rightfully earned while you were busy messing around, proving too easy of a distraction. That much of a distraction you don't even see what's about to hit you next.
In height!
Captain! Are you alright?
As seen, easily distracted.
Why don't you be a favour and let me go?
Now, I suppose you better get moving. Wait a minute, we seem to have a communication. Initiate playback. I need to know what it's saying and who it is from. What are you doing? The master said to fight him, not never. Continue to engage in a fight. You might as well bring him back, but do not engage in those fights like that again. Great. The whingy one wants something. Right, it has been fun, Fazbear. Awarding us something we were after. We'll be catching you, at least a little later, because we have an entire pizzeria we will need to destroy soon enough. So, have fun.
Ah, great. And now they'd be getting away.
I could see that.
Freddy? I think we've got someone on the phone to you.
Hello? An odd. Right, allow me to explain. We did have him, and now he's been nabbed again. So, I don't know how we're going to discuss this, but we'll meet back at the rental, and then we will see if we could discuss it. Thank goodness. Goodbye. Right, you lot, come on. We need to get this dealt with if we're to grab him back.